Hello and welcome to the RPS Casual Dota Chums mini tournament between Clockwork Orange and Team Building Materials. We have first ban out from Team Building Materials being Weaver, which is interesting, very interesting, probably a targeted ban, considering the Weaver is not a very usual first ban. The second ban out is Naga Siren from Clockwork Orange, also a very interesting pickup or ban, because once again, not a I guess they really don't like sleep. They want to play a game, not just have Naga Siren run in and disrupt everything as soon as you want to fight. So it takes a turn to ban again. Let's see what we get here. Maybe a more standard ban like a Bat or a Phantom Lancer. Also not a common pick, but they really want to get rid of these annoying carries like Weaver and Phantom Lancer. Or maybe it's that they didn't actually ban the Quelling Blade and the bug would have affected this adversely. And the first pickup is Jakiro. It's a solid support pickup. I'd have expected a first pick either Nyx or Batrider, but Jakiro is also good. Also, not to forget to mention that Darkseer ban from Clockwork. So that's a solid ban, I think. They don't want to have to deal with vacuum and the constant pressure of iron shells in the beginning of the game. They pick up a Tidehunter. Good team control, I think. Will make their team fight very scary, something that Team Building Materials will have to keep in consideration, that they will have troubles if they try to go for a build without sufficient team fight to match Clockwork's. Let's see where his second pick is. Ball isn't really sure. He's eating into his reserve time here. Lion as a... oh, that's really interesting. So they have either a support Tidehunter and support Lion, or offlane Tide and support Lion as their first picks. We really don't know anything about their lanes yet. Witch Doctor with the Jakiro from Team Building Materials, so they have both their supports by now, I would guess. Also a fairly uncommon pick. It's gonna be really interesting to see if he's gonna be able to do anything with his ult. It should synergize well with Jakiro, so an Ice Path into a Witch Doctor ult should be able to do a lot of damage. It's gonna be very interesting to see. Let's see what they pick up for their third pick. I would hope they bring something of their course now, because otherwise Clockwork is gonna be able to ban out a lot of good mid laners and stuff like that in the next banning phase. Team Building Materials also eating into their reserve time. They don't really know. Lifestealer, that's a good, solid, very solid carry, really popular nowadays. So what's the answer to this one? Lifestealer is a hard one. He's very strong early game, hard to counter. They could go for something that scales extremely late game, but I don't know. With a Tidehunter, I think they want to fight. So Luna, I don't know about this. Lifestealer eats through Luna early game. If you go really late, then Luna might be able to take Lifestealer, but Rage makes Eclipse a lot worse. You can just watch for the first beam from Eclipse, and then you pop Rage and you take no damage. In a team fight, you can pop Rage to absorb a lot of Eclipses from other people. So I don't know about this pickup, but still Luna is a really good carry, and if they're going for push and team fight, like because they have a Tidehunter, then Luna synergizes well with this. She has her aura makes early pushing really strong. So I'm pretty sure we have the tri-lane for Clockwork Orange now with the Tidehunter, Lion and Luna. So they should be aiming at banning. I don't know, but both teams have their tri lanes, so it's just the off lane and the carry mid lane left for both of them. So they have hard time banning out any of the other teams' lanes, because at the same time they would be banning their own. I'm a bit surprised by the by this ban from Team Building Materials. I don't really know. Can you run Spirit Breaker as an offlane or mid? Unless they want to run an offlane Luna, but that's also a bit scary. Maybe they're they think that Clockwork is gonna run an offensive tri lane and then have a safe lane Luna, maybe solo. Yeah, this is possible, but Mag, I really like this ban by Clockwork. Mag is extremely powerful together with Lifestealer. If you put Empower on Lifestealer, you don't remove it by raging, so it makes Lifestealer do loads and loads more damage, in particular in combination with Reverse Polarity. You just pop out of the Mag and start cleaving up. It's a very, very good combo, so I like this ban a lot. Team Building Materials banning out the Bounty Hunter, which also makes sense if they didn't want to run him himself, because there are a lot of off lanes that are banned out now with Bounty and Weaver. So, and the Darkseer as well, and Mags, who also can be run offlane. So there aren't very many offlaners left in the pool, and Bounty can be really annoying. But on the other hand, I feel like Clockwork Orange's composition is more of a push composition, which Bounty doesn't really fit into. Clockwork bans Anti-Mage, which I don't really agree with. Anti-Mage is a very hard carry that needs his farm early in order for him to be able to get the Battle Fury and start split pushing. But that means he needs a safe lane and safe farm, and I don't think they could fit that into their current lineup in Team Building Materials. So I'd rather see some other maybe banning out a mid lane that they don't want to face or something like that. So let's see what the last ban is from Team Building Materials. It's hard to say what they should be banning right now. Earthshaker, that's really interesting. Also a support that's not really being used much, but can be really strong and really scary if you get that blink into Echo Slam. Last ban for Clockwork Orange. I think they should be banning. They should be banning Rubik or something like that. Well, then again, maybe they don't. They already have their supports. So, but I would be afraid of that stealing Ravage and turning the team front against them.
10 seconds.
Also, Rubik has a lot of nice things he could steal here. He could steal Ravage, he could steal Finger of Death, he could steal Eclipse. It's a lot of really, really nice abilities to take. But then again, Rubik is a hard character to play, so maybe if TBM don't really have any competent Rubik players, then doing so would be unnecessary. But they ban Prophet, so they don't want any split push when they themselves are pushing. So that makes sense. If you wanna push, you don't want to let the opponents take your towers while you're taking theirs. So let's see what the pickup is now. This is going to be interesting. It's either going to be in mid or an off. Oh, really? This is really interesting, because this means that either Witch Doctor or Jakiro is going to be the mid laner, where they pick up Wisp. Wisp is a really, really nice support that's often first ban or first pick. It's gonna be allowing Lifestealer to pop all over the map, and they could even pick up another hard fighter that Lifestealer could pop into, and then Wisp teleports with him and Lifestealer can pop out, instantly bringing 3 people into the gank. But Jakiro or Witch Doctor mid, I'm probably gonna say it's probably gonna be Witch Doctor. Jakiro mid is a very... I've seen it a few times from Na'Vi, but usually as in a specific counter to Templar Assassin and another hero like that. But that I've never seen it actually work and play well. So Clockwork, oh, that's really cool. Clockwork isn't a hero you see very often. Sometimes from the Chinese scene, but it's really fun to watch. I think Clinks is gonna be the final pickup for team building materials. I think this is gonna be their... I don't know if this is going to be the offlaner, then they're going to run an offensive tri-lane, but then again, Wisp in an offensive tri-lane, that makes no sense at all. Wisp is really weak early. You don't want to have him offensively. He has no stuns other than the tether. Really the best stun you have. The final for Clockwork is Slardar. Direct counterpick the Clanks. Invisible all the time. Also want it also works well together with their push lineup. They want to get towers quickly. The really interesting part here is who did. I would have expected Luna to have the safe lane farm, but with this lane, I don't really see who else would be going mid from their team. But then again, it's the same thing. Yeah, Witch Doctor probably mid for TBM. So who would you want to put up against Witch Doctor? Yeah, that's a hard question. I have never seen Witch Doctor played mid, so this one is a bit up in the air. I don't know. We have a pause from either team here. Let's see. Someone needs to go to the bathroom. Okay. Anyway, so from Clockwork Orange, we have Nakatash on Slardar. Let's see what he is playing. Pancracy on Tidehunter. We have Awesomish, Carrie, Luna, Ball Soldier as Clockwork, and Smago as the Lion. Over on the Radiant, we have for team building materials, we have Hex on Lifestealer. We have Ace on Clanks, Circular Screws on Witch Doctors, Fate on Jakiro, and finally Micro on Wisp. I'm really interested to see what the lanes are going to be here, because they're looking at the team setup. It's not immediately obvious. So I think there are very many ways that the lanes can go here and develop. So. It looks like TBM are wanting to go to their own jungle to try and defend it from warding from Clockwork. So let's see if Clockwork has that idea to go in and place those offensive wards to try and deny the creep camps from the Radiant. Some more breaks, so maybe we're gonna have this go for a while. Or maybe not. Game is on pausing.
I am compelled to thank you.
Lifestealer heading towards mid. I'm going to assume that he's not gonna be there. He has a very as an interesting start with both Stout Shield and Quelling Blade and some tangos. Makes him have low life, so I wouldn't want to put him in a tri-lane with this setup. He probably, at least not an offensive tri-lane. He's heading towards the bottom rune, so probably going to go there safe. And we have Jakiro who's going to solo top. Hard lane Jakiro. This is not going to end up well for Fate, I think. He is going to have such a hard time there as a solo. like I thought, circular screws on his Witch Doctor is going to be mid on his Witch Doctor, and we have the bottom lane, which is going to be what? We have a bottom lane which is Clinks, Wisp, and Life Stealer. This makes no sense. I'm really interested to see what they're doing, how they're doing this. Maybe Life Stealer is going to actually jungle. That's probably what's going to happen here. He's going to jungle while Clinks and Wisp are going to have a duo lane against Clockwork, who's going off lane for Clockwork Orange. So we have actually a Slardar mid, or they're doing duo lane mid? They're doing a duo lane mid, okay. This is not gonna be very much fun for Slardar. He's really strong, but against a duo lane, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna have much fun in this lane. The top lane we have Fate against the tri lane for Clockwork, which is Luna, Lion, and Tidehunter. This is a very strong top lane. They should, but they're not playing it well, I think. Fate should not be allowed to be this far up without dying. They should zone him out from this lane. He should not be able to do this much damage on the line and get this much experience. As expected, Slardar is being pushed far back into his lane from the duo lane from TBM. Lifestealer has gotten a level, so he's decided to go to the jungle to farm, or maybe to rotate into a gank for the bottom lane. Since there's only 2 people in this bottom lane, it means that Clockwork has a great opportunity to get some levels and experience here, because TBM cannot both gain levels or stack and pull the camps while at the same time denying the experience from Clockwork. We see Clockwork went in to place an offensive ward. I don't know how much this ward actually will deny. We'll be able to see that soon enough, I guess. He has one offensive ward next to the river to watch for the rotations, and then one more to deny the creeps. I think that TBM should really look at this. They'll see this soon and then reward it. There are no sentries or vision wards on TBM though, so they'll have to buy some in order to get rid of this. Circular Screws going in for some harassment on Anchor, but he's still fine, I guess, but I don't think he's getting very many CS. Let's take a look at this. Where do we have that? Last it denies. 13 versus 4. That is not fun at all. Not fun at all. Fate still managing to get some levels. He's almost level 4, which is much higher than he should really have. But if we look at compared to Clock, he actually has more experience than Clockwork when he's in a 1 versus 3 lane versus Clockwork's 1 versus 2. This should not be happening. Clinks is a really strong laner though, so he can really push Clock out because he's strong harass, but still they're giving, I think that Clockwork Orange is giving Jakiro way too much space in this top lane. They don't need 2 heroes to stack and pull this camp. They should be able to push Jakiro out instead. Looking at the last hits though, team building materials are in the clear lead. The 3 top last hitters are all from building materials. Witch Doctor actually leading the CS with 17 last hits and 3 denies. Life Stealer doing very well as well in the jungle though, so his net worth won't be as high because of the less gold from from the jungle creeps, but still Klinks is higher than the safe lane Luna. Not by much though. Luna is actually denying well, but you can see that Jakiro is getting much experience still, simply because the supports aren't pushing him away. And with this lane pushing for into Clockwork, he is actually now being able to grab some much needed experience, and is almost, yeah, he's over level 5 now. Okay, here we have a gank for Jakiro. He's in a bad position. He should be dying here. This should be first blood. Hex on Jakiro, anchor smash, Lucent Beam gets the kill. Good work.
For Salamene and for the Dark Moon.
Denied.
Luna going with an interesting start. She has 2 slippers of agility and then buys power treads instead of the normal health boots that you get to sustain in lane, but if she has a safe lane, then maybe that's fine. Also, rotation from Tidehunter and Lion here. They're gonna run into Witch Doctor in the mid lane. They should be able to get a kill here, I think, if we have a rotation from Slardar. But he's slow. He hasn't. Oh, he has sprint on cooldown, so wasn't able to catch up. That's really unfortunate. If he had sprint on off cooldown, he would have to get another kill there. In the meantime, we have. They're not pushing. They're just not controlling their lane very well. So it's very far up. I think they still haven't been able to deward this area. So maybe their creep camps aren't spawning, so they can't control their lane. That's really unfortunate. They really need to be able to get some vision wards and deward this, or some sentry wards and deward this observer ward. It's costing them a lot, I think, in particular because they have a jungle Nyx who needs this farm. Clockwork X6, so he has his hook shot, but yeah, and maybe he should be able to get some kills on Klinks with this one. Especially now that the Wisp has rotated mid, this should be a clear indication to the rest of the team that you could go on Klinks. But then again, Shadow Walk, Skeleton Walk makes him a hard target to gank, particularly when you don't have anything to reveal. It's really passive. I would have expected more pressure from this tri lane to shut down Jakiro. Okay, we can clearly see that. Oh, we got a kill. Klinks. That's as expected. He may manage to be able to get off the hex and stun before Klinks could go invisible. So good work there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe TBM wants to push this mid lane now, but there are 2 supports basically. Oh, alt for. Oh my god, you can't go into that knacker. That's so dangerous. But he managed to get out after a stun.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's an interesting pairing, having Wisp together with Witch Doctor, and we're gonna get a kill for Witch Doctor here on Slardar.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Klink's pushing away as well, but Clock has high levels. He has actually more levels than Klinks at this point. That's not what you want in your safe lane, in particular when you have a dual lane. But finally, TBM has dewarded their jungle and are able to stack and pull again. but this is at a fairly late stage, so the laning phase should end soon, so they should have done this much earlier. They're going in on Jakiro here? No, too far out. Hex keeps on farming. He's managed to get Midas in addition to his Quelling Blade, so he'll get a lot of farm. He's actually way higher than any other in the game in the last hits. But thankfully, Luna has, thankfully for Clockwork Orange, Luna has caught up in her farm compared to Klinks and the Witch Doctor. So. And I don't think we can really count on Lifestealer's CS being representative here. We have a rotation from Clockwork into the mid lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
TBM managed to spot this by Hex farming in the vicinity, so Witch Doctor should be very safe from this. He should not be able to be ambushed by this Clockwork. But instead he goes really aggressive. This is dangerous. This is really dangerous. He managed to get the kill on Slardar, but dies for his trouble. And in the same time we have a really heavy tower dive from TBM on top of Clockwork Orange that goes terribly wrong, with Luna getting a kill and then Line getting another kill. And on Jakiro that's not so much of a problem, but much worse on Nex, who I don't think should be doing these plays. He should be farming or doing safer ganks than diving into their towers. They were really close to killing Tide, but still, even if they had traded Tide for Lifestealer, that's not a trade you want to make. You don't want to lose your carry like that. Unless you trade with their carry. Wisp is 6 now, so we should be able to see some ganks coming out from him. Hopefully he teams up with Lifestealer to do some ganking. In the mid lane we have Tide and Slardar trying to hold back a push from Witch Doctor. Oh, they're all converging actually for this Clockwork. They want to do a rotation and gank the jungle from team building materials, and they actually encounter Hex, but aren't quite close enough for the gush. Oh, actually Hex commits here. I don't think this is a good committal. And he's dead. Double kill for Clockwork. Witch Doctor goes in for this, but he's dead if he goes any further. Oh, nice, very nice hook shot from. Unfortunately, oh, he blew his Witch Doctor blew his alt without being able to do anything, because he didn't have a line of sight to any of the opposing team's heroes. That's really unfortunate, but it prevented them from engaging, so I guess it saved his life. Looking at Luna, she's going straight for Yasha. It's a very offensive build coming out from her. Considering the opposition, I don't know if I agree with this. I would probably prefer going for BKB earlier, because Jakiro, Wisp, and Lifestealer all have, and Witch Doctor, they have stuns, mini stuns. slows. We have in the bottom lane we have Jakiro and Klinks being ganked, though pretty hard, but Cogs from oh, and Clockwork dies from Klinks, but Klinks is being revealed due to Slardar's ult and will die, but almost taking Lion in the process. Took a lot of damage from the turret, I think. So now Clockwork should be pushing this tower to push it down. They have two people who are healthy here. And Witch Doctor is rotating down to try and save it. Meantime, Luna keeps farming. And so does Lifestealer, who seems to be going for an armlet next. It's gonna be interesting to see what he goes after the armlet. If he is going for, he's actually going for armlet before treads, or maybe he's going for face boots. But it's probably armlet first, considering he already has the gloves of haste. Back in the bottom lane, we have 3 people from Clockwork pushing into the opponent's jungle. They're gonna catch Wisp, Gush, into a crush, and Wisp is dead. I think that Klinks and Witch Doctor need to retreat here to hide and possibly TP, unless they get some support. Jakir pushing top though. There's no one here to defend, so forces out fortification from the Dire, and Clockwork ports there to try and defend it, but he could probably take Jakiro here if he finds him. Jakiro, smartly enough, ports out just before Clock is able to take him out. In the bottom lane we have team building materials pushing away Clockwork, who were trying to take the tier 1 tower. They have so 3 versus 3 in this lane now, but Lion doesn't really know where to go. He's going to no, he doesn't really know. He needs to defend this tower because he's getting pushed by TBM, who I haven't seen the Wisp do very much this game. He should be ganking together with the Lifestealer, I think. Tethers up to Witch Doctor of all heroes. Lion trying to run around, but this is dangerous because this has been warded, so he's gonna get ganked and killed for sure. Casket out, Hex on Witch Doctor, but what is TBM doing? They aren't responding to this, and instead it's the Witch Doctor who falls. Completely opposite to what you would have expected. And now there are 4 in this bottom lane, so they're gonna push this tower for sure now. Or maybe they want some more kills. Clock is out looking for some targets. In the meantime though, we have Lifestealer trying to push the mid tower, but he doesn't feel safe at all. They don't know where Luna is. Just comes down into the mid lane to get some more farm and push this lane out. The bottom lane of TBM are retreating in full retreat, and this is probably going to be the first tower then for first tower of the game actually. 18 minutes in. That's this is not the not the push strategy that I expected, but at least now we're going to get a tower. Fortification from TBM, but they have nothing, no TPs coming in, so this is just a delaying tactic. And the tower is gonna fall. Oh, here they actually come. Wisp TP, this is really dangerous. I don't know what they're thinking here. Eclipse, and they're all dead. But they managed to get Lion though, but that's not a trade you want to do. Feeding Luna like that. They almost managed to get Ty though, but still not worth it in my opinion. We have a TP in from Witch Doctor, see if he can defend this, but against both Luna and Slardar I don't like his chances. I think TBM or Clockwork should have gone into this and with a crush on and Clockwork manages to hook in and kill Witch Doctor in the middle of his ultimate. That's balls, I'll tell you. Luna wants a bit of Wisp, but with Jakiro here I don't think she should. Oh, she's run away. Well played.
Is under attack.
So what do we have on Clinks? He's on his way to its Oblivion staff, but still haven't done anything with his Slippers of Agility, so he just bought those for the stats, I guess. A bit unconventional, but he's about 1,000 gold away from a bit more than... No, it's actually less than 1,000 gold considering what he has in his stash away from the Orchid. And that's really going to change things up for Clinks. Allow him to run around and get some pecks. For Tide, he has Arcane Boots, Bracer, and a Wand, not much else. Slardar has Vanguard and pretty much nothing else. Clockwork, what's he building into? He has Face Boots and I don't know actually what he's building to. Well, let's see. So having an engagement here, Jakiro blowing his ult on nothing. Clock hooks in, but this, yeah, this is, I don't know if this is a fight you want to take. Witch Doctor ult takes a kill, and Slaughter has to run for his life. Klink's unable to commit to this because his Skeleton Walk is still on cooldown. In the meantime, we have Lion pushing top, so the supports are pushing while the carriers are fighting. Hex is trying to farm and goes against this Tide Hunter. I think he can go for a kill. Yeah, here he goes. Oh, a Ravage blown when he has Rage. That is not good. Oh my. Oh my, he has an armlet now, so Hicks is doing a lot of damage. This is gonna be problems for
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
For Team Clockwork. What has Luna to counter this? She's going for a very fast Helm of the Dominator. This is gonna give her sustainability, but I really feel that she needs the BKB instead of this Helm of the Dominator. She's going for Manta next. That makes sense. Yeah, she has the Manta already. That's good. She has a lot of farm too. She might be able to contest Lifestealer here with that Manta. But that is only if she doesn't get shut down by the various disables from Team Building Materials, who gets a good initiate on Luna. I think they should go for this. Macropire completely misses everything and they have no stuns to keep them there. Eclipse hits people, but there's really no follow-up. Casket bouncing around and saves the entire team from Team Building Materials. However, Klinks decides to go man mode and go in and die, as does Hex, who managed to get Luna. But he's probably gonna pay for that, with the casket doing a lot of damage and a nice tether up to Jakiro, who unfortunately falls anyway. So that's 3 for 2 in favor of Clockwork Orange, actually. Unless Lion actually spawned, I don't know. But Clockwork has a good lead, 10 kill lead, so... and another engagement, Gush on top of Wisp. They should go in for this. Lion has his ult, maybe he'll blow it. No, decides not to. There's still only one defender in the mid lane, so they should be able to push this in. But Luna decides she'd rather farm than push, even though the creep wave is far away, and then she regrets her decision and goes to take the Ancients instead. Big fight in the middle. Witch Doctor Alt kills Slardar, who was a bit out of position. Jakiro blows his Macropyre as well. There's still only 3 versus 3. Here come Klinks again to support TBM. So with this, maybe they should be able to push. But Luna is back as well. So Clockwork can see that that Lifestealer is in the bottom lane, so they shouldn't actually be this afraid that they can't fight this. Especially since they have Ravage. Unfortunately, Tidehunter still doesn't have his blink, so maybe that's why he wants to not fight this right now. He needs about 500 more for his blink, and he doesn't want to die and delay it even further. Next is gonna find himself a double damage rune just at the same time as Clockwork ults into him. Clockwork has bought a blade mail. That doesn't save him from Nex, who eats him up anyway. In the top lane, where that's Witch Doctor is actually engaging into both Luna and Lion, but Luna pops her Eclipse when Wisp TPs in with Lifestealer, kills the Wisp, but in return they get Lion. Rage on and Luna has nothing. She's gonna die here. That's why you need the BKB. Klink's coming up as well to join the fight, but everyone's already fled, so all he has to do is farm and push this top lane. In the meantime, Slardar is pushing the bot to try and even out, but he despite seeing almost all of the players from TBM, he pulls back. Doesn't want to be caught out of position. He's actually porting top lane to help push TBM away from their top lane. Klink's now with his Orchid, so we should be able to see him do some fun stuff. And Lifestealer going for Desolator next, probably. It's a very aggressive pick, which but it's nice. The other alternative is going straight for Heart, but I think it makes sense. They're already ahead, so why not go for Desolator? Clockwork Orange running away here from but they're going to gather up. Let's see if they want to push something, or if they're just gathering for the fun of it. Slardar is very out of position. He's gonna pay for this now. Jakiro misses his Ice Path though, but Nex goes in, rages, and then gets pushed back by Tide, who gets crushed by Spirits and Nex. And Clockwork also gets killed. Luna takes the opportunity to kill Nex though, because of the Clockwork cogs. Casket on top of Jakiro Ice Path is really good combination. Eclipse pop by Luna, but she has to run away. Lion almost dead. She's gonna die from Wisp, who's a bit faster. Luna the only survivor from that fight. 4 for 2. That's unfortunate for Clockwork.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The top tower for TBM goes down. I don't know why I said that that TBM were ahead when I talked about Nex, but it feels like that. Let's actually take a look at the graphs. We have, yeah, Radiant is, but it's very, very close. Only 1,000 gold ahead. And XP almost 2,000, but that's nothing in this this far into the game. Almost 30 minutes into the game. This game is neck and neck. Anyone could have it at any period of time here. We still haven't seen any really good ravages from Tidehunter. If he gets one of those off, that could completely change the complexity of this fight. In particular, if he catches Nyx before he managed to pop his rage. So it looks like Clockwork wants to take a Roshan, and Jakiro maybe doesn't know this. He could see Clockwork in the river, but yeah, they know. They're collapsing, and I think Clockwork has abandoned this. Yeah, they are. We have this is cute. We have Nyx into Clinks. This is gonna be a nice Nyx bomb. And he doesn't bother with the bomb, he just goes in and strafes and kills. Oh, he didn't even need to strafe. Line falls easy to Clinks. That's that Orchid for you. Very unfortunate of Clockwork that they split in two directions, making them completely unable to fight, even though maybe they have the more powerful team fight at this point in time with Ravage. Both Ravage and Eclipse.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So TBM decides to abandon their Roche attempts to farm the bottom lane, while Luna is farming some ancients. Unfortunately, no stacks anywhere, so that Helm of the Dominator though helping her keep farming this. She's going in for a solo Roche, and TBM should have seen this. They have a ward on this base. Yeah, they're collapsing to see what's going on. Luna smartly decides to run away. She's going for an Eagle Song, so Butterfly next for Luna, without a BKB still. It's a very, very offensive build, but also very dangerous. She has not a lot of hit points and should melt very quickly to TBM if they decide to focus her. In comparison, what does Nyx have? Let's see. Not that much more hit points when his armlet isn't toggled. Oh, he actually is not going for the Desolator. He picks up a Hyperstone and a Maelstrom instead. And a Mjolnir. Okay. Yeah, that's also a nice pickup. More like they want to push instead of get the pickups. Let's see if they're actually going to do some pushing now that they have this Mjolnir on Nyx. Clinks though is really squishy, so I don't know. I think they should be more focused on picks, considering their lineup with the Clinks. But here we go. Ravage come in. Zone Eclipse popped. Ravage, and both Nyx is down, Clinks is down, Witch Doctor is down, Jakiro is down. Wisp running for his life. Slardar running after him as fast as he can, but he doesn't want to dive the tower for it. Instead, we're gonna get the push, but maybe 15-20 minutes late. But here it comes. They decide not to pursue it any further. Instead, they're gonna go for Roshan. And with only the Wisp up and this late into the game, there's no way that team building materials can contest this. Roshan is going to be down before they have any opportunity to react. And Luna doesn't. This is bad. This is well. Considering Clinks is down, it's not that much of a problem, I guess. But she maybe should have sold that slipper before Roshan went down. If Clinks was up, he could easily have taken that Aegis. Clockwork now rotating down to maybe push the bottom lane, but TBM are well aware of this, so they are also rotating to defend. They're a bit split though, so if they were to come into contact now, that could be bad. Klink's skeleton walking to see if he can get a pick, but consider at this late stage in the game, we're mostly 5-man Dota, so Klink is going to find hard to find any picks, any solo picks at this point, unless Clockwork plays it unsafe. But they want to push instead. And with a butterfly on Luna, they're now doing loads and loads of damage. This is scary time for TBM. They're building for a MKB on Klinks though, so he really needs to get it up in order to be able to kill Luna quickly. But this Luna has balls of steels with the power treads on agility instead. Okay, we have an initiation here from TBM, running in with the Klinks. Silence on Lion, Ice Path, but Jakiro is out of position, he's gonna die. Eclipse going from Luna, gets both the Witch Doctor and the Wisp, and TBM is in a rout. They have to run. Amplify on Klinks, who dies almost immediately due to his very low hit points. Now Hex is left alone on Lifestealer, and there's no way he can defend this. He has to. I don't think he can defend his tier 3. This is gonna be a tier 3 tower for Clockwork if they push it, and they do. Do we have any buybacks? No, not for Jakiro, not for Klinks, not for Witch Doctor, and not for Wisp. So Lifestealer is alone here, he has to hide. He even uses Infest to stay alive, which I don't really agree with. He could have gone back, he can't do anything here anyway until this team respawns. Rax for Clockwork, who are now in a very comfortable position, I think. Luna has loads and loads of farming, should be picking up a BKB right now. If she
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Let's take a look at the net worth. Luna is so ahead, almost. She's 7,000 gold ahead of Nakes at this point.
Are fortified.
She have a lot of kills, maybe. Yeah, 12 kills on the Luna. Yeah, that's where all that gold came from.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Luna buys a Maelstrom. That is, she wants a Mjolnir of her own. This is really aggressive. I don't understand why she doesn't buy a Satanic instead, but whatever. I guess that's fine too. Push, 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 push. I don't know if Maelstrom can proc from bouncing glaives. If it can, that's actually really powerful. Well, it doesn't seem like it. I don't see any procs at all. Oh, she doesn't have it yet, of course. He only has the Hyperstone. But if he can proc from glaives, then that's a shit ton of damage, actually. We have level 3 amp as well on Slara, so anything they focus should be going down instantly. And with Klinks has less than 900 hit points. He really needs some survivability. He's going to get focused in this fight so easily. I actually think that Clockwork should buy a gem just to... Oh! And Wisp ports out to where? He was actually porting there, okay. He managed just to save the Witch Doctor. But with Jakiro down, this tower is dead, and let's see if they're able to actually defend defend their mid, but Clockwork decides to take it safe and push the top lane instead. But I don't know about this. This Aegis is going to be reclaimed really soon, so they should have been engaging and fighting now. It's just a couple of seconds before this Aegis is gone, and Clockwork loses some of their advantage. There it goes. Still, they're very much ahead, and they can easily take this tier 2 tower if they push. And the bottom lane is also pushing, so this stalling tactic from Clockwork is going to force someone to back to defend their... and Wisp gets out of position monstrously and gets killed instantly. Witch Doctor also out of position and quickly killed off using... we have Maelstrom versus Maelstrom. Yeah. Or Mjolnir versus Mjolnir, here we go. Nyx opening up on Clockwork, kills him quickly even though he has Blade Mail, but Luna makes short work of Nyx. And Slardar diving so hard for this Clanks. Both of them with the speed boost so no one can catch the other. But the tower goes down for... tier 2 tower goes down for TBM, who are now pushed very far into the base. They have even lost their one of their tier 4 towers due to the pushing bottom lane. They should have backed there and given up their tier 2 tower. Their only choice here is to try and defend the tier 3 racks, tier 3 and racks, and try to get a great team fight. Although, considering Luna is now 10,000 net worth over Nyx, I don't see how this possibly could go in any other way than Clockwork's. In particular, due to their improved team fight capability with Ravage, and Luna at this point is so scary with those bouncing glaives. She can kill almost the entire team just with the bounces.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Satanic coming in here from Luna, who he has it completed now. Yeah, she can just run in and right click everything. But she still doesn't have a BKB, so maybe... no, they don't want to engage. Nyx runs in, everyone else runs out. This coordination maybe not the best. Nyx is gonna fall, and Witch Doctor is also... long range hook attempted from Cog, misses. Chikiro Ice Pass into nothing, dies, and we only have Wisp and Clinks left. And some tower fountain diving from Slardar, who decides maybe that wasn't the best idea and then goes to suicide to the turret.
I welcome
Clinks opening up on Clock. He kills himself due to Blade Mail. Good work. But with the top racks now also dead, this is pretty much GG. Yeah, it's already been called by Hex. Good game, well played. How did we end? 25k in experience in favor of Clockwork, and basically 25k in gold as well. I think they were really even for a long period of time, but the team fight from Clockwork are just too strong with Luna's Eclipse, and it seemed that Lifestealer just wasn't able to get the farm he needed. A bit surprising, but Luna played very well with her farming. So good game, nice played by Clockwork, who gets their first win in this tournament. First game, first win. TBM their second loss. So they're 1 and 2 in wins and losses.